Welcome, faraway friends, to Darkport Curse of Strahd edition.
Strahd!
Yay! You have found your way here. May the dark powers help you or not, depending on if you want that kind of help. So, a couple shout outs and notes. First off, our sister stream, Constructed Chaos. Always there for us. Thank you so much, Alex, Morgan, and the rest of the Chaos crew. I recently interviewed Morgan, if you want to go take a gander at that. It was a lot of fun. We did that on After Dark. Finally got to sit down with her. It was good to get her thoughts and such on the record. I really enjoy that. We also have Eldritch Foundry, who has been with us for the long haul. They have made the minis that you see before you, and we really appreciate having them along. I have become quite familiar with their character tool. And enjoy plumbing its steps and using it and such. And I'm even now trying to beg Melissa for more painted minis, because it's your own damn fault for being so good at it.
It's not being so talented.
Yep.
No.
It will not.
And of course, we are delighted that on the Terror table we've already introduced Briarwick candles, but here now, this is our very first time on screen to show Seduction.
It smells good.
So it smells.
Currently R&D on Smell-O-Vision.
Yeah, kind of like
Wafted over.
had it. Yeah, we tried to find a scent that would capture the essence of each of the respective campaigns, and I kind of think we did.
I feel captured.
So that's a little hint. It's a little hint about things to come. So go check them out. That scent was made specifically for Darkport. So thank you very much, Miss Kate Glass, who is the founder and CEO of Briarwick. That's in the description. And then we have Shop of Many Things. They have all kinds of. We're kind of rolling out some merchandise there. Go take a look. Buy some Darkport stuff. Buy some non-Darkport stuff. Just go and poke around. It's kind of cool.
There are many things.
So
There are many things.
There are in fact many things.
Absolutely.
At the Shop of Many Things.
I do believe in the power of things.
And with that, I believe we have a little candle lighting. Yes.
First time lighting our seduction.
Ooh, this is gonna be good. Hello.
Feel it in body.
And
Come on, Caitlin,
it's
you
gonna
can
get there.
do it.
It's gonna
I'm
get
really
there.
good at lighting
The first
candles.
light.
It's a brand new wig.
Got it. Yes. Thank you guys. Really, no. Stop, please.
So I think I'm gonna do a little. Do you want to do a recap first, or do you want me to do Finney's thing?
Boy, go ahead with Finney.
Okay. It's been for those of y'all, it's been quite a while since we've been able to do this, even though recorded wise everything is just gonna be 1, 2, 3. Mm-hmm. It's been over actually, yeah, quite a bit. There we are. There you are, Finney. And yeah, this is some little observations of his. Some people talk about liking the cut of another person's jib. Since I don't even know what a jib is, I decide about somebody by how they smell. Ira smells of the earth and a little bit of blood. I've always known I can trust her. Artexia of the pine trees of home, and Moonlight? I never knew Moonlight had a smell before. I guess that means that has to be sunlight on Durgan, and earth like with Gira. Great combination. Morgathi has a weird smell, like some mashup of love and death. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm keeping my eye on him. It's like he's a cat that doesn't know if it wants belly rubs or to rip your face off. And then there's Farron. She's amazing. Her scent changes all the time. I'm pretty sure she doesn't know how special she is, and I know she hasn't caught me sniffing at her. The mists here.
That's what that was.
Why am I crying right now?
The mists here? Well, now I know what misery smells like. But as Grammy always said, when courage keeps, so does everything else. Here we go.
Aww, you're so cute.
Nice.
Oh, he feels like my child.
High alert now. Am I being smelled right now? Am I being sniffed?
None of y'all's passive perception is high enough to have gone in yet. Smelling at her. I have rolled a couple times.
Is that what he was up to when we were all in those beds taking that long rest? He was just going from room to room.
He's
Like,
smelling people you'll never know. Okay.
go figure.
So we, friends, have been in this lovely death house for what seems like ages, although for the characters it actually has not been that long. You have had multiple encounters. You've now most recently fought your way past some pretty nasty ambush by ghouls, where Gira,
Major ghoul.
had she been merely human, would have gone down. But her orcish resilience just pulled her through.
Nothing mere about that human.
And y'all plumbed deeper into the depths. You found some sort of ritual chamber with a statue of the Dreadlord Strahd von Zarovich there. Also, you found additional remains that had been chained to the walls. Looked like they had been tortured. Yay. And you avoided some potential real issues in that room. Some you know about, some your characters may never know now, but well done.
Cool. Good.
There was some scouting ahead by a certain spider. And the spider went into a chest.
Very sneaky. I was very sneaky.
It was very sneaky.
You were.
Spider went into a chest in this weird little bedroom that was tucked away at one extreme end of... are you thinking of this as the basement of the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, definitely.
I prefer underbelly.
Underbelly? Okay. Underbelly.
Feels more like
Better.
more like an underbelly.
And then Spider Artexia decided that she was done being a spider, but only after she went into said chest and blew the chest up.
Oh, God.
Everybody came running.
It's like a magic trick.
You also, Mr. and Mrs. Durst registered their displeasure at the bursting of their belongings in no uncertain terms, including but not limited to bursting out of the walls and attempting to chew your faces off.
Cool.
It's a fun time.
At which case the party dealt with them, and you are now, as we find our heroes again, are in the remains of Mr. and Mrs. Durst, as well as some of their prized possessions.
I have to say that was probably the most creative lockpicking.
So, as Mr. Durst continues to reign from around the room.
That's right.
And
Blew him to holy high to high
the
heaven.
other
Reminder,
one
he is in
falls
chunks.
below the dire wolf and the others constant hacking. When it's finally over, Durgan says, "I told you that I had it coming, and that's for Rose and Thorn, you pricks."
Okay.
Farron loves that. Finally getting heated. She gets a big old pat.
Jared gives out a war cry at the end of that.
Yeah.
Finny gives a big long sniff to the air to take in the moment.
I'm smelling stuff again.
I'm still a wolf, right? I howl.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't understand
loud.
how they could do that to
Oh,
their own
shit.
children.
Did I shake anything? I whispered.
And it's like a Volkswagen Bug-sized wolf. I mean, so that
Holy crap.
that's loud, but it meets the moment. And as his crystalline blue eyes glance down, you hear Morgathi say, "Yes, mine!" And he snatches something out of the rubble from underneath your bulk, your current direwolf, wild-shaped bulk, Artexia. And you see him, if memory serves, yes. He clutches a kind of dusty-looking and slightly battered, but apparently intact grimoire, a magic book, and he's just clutching it to himself.
That was under me?
Yeah, it was inside. It was actually inside of the chest. But you blew things up.
That was my treasure. I growl at him.
He, as soon as you growl, he just runs away. He runs around a corner and then is just kind of looking around and then realizes he's exposed out here and like goes back. So now he's like sitting in the hallway, in that little hall.
I just take a seat defeated because what am I gonna do at this point? I'm like, whatever, just go away. You know what I mean? Go on.
Are you still a direwolf?
I am, right?
Yeah, unless you. I mean,
She's a pouting wolf.
Just sit there.
Yeah, that's why I sit. Yeah. I'm like,
Finney either doesn't read the room or chooses not to, and he climbs up. He climbs up on you. I think he was riding around at the end of last session anyway. So he climbs up and he's like, "Gira, I'm tall.
You are Finny, yes.
I grew up. I'm taller than you now. See."
I'm annoyed and I shake him off.
She's just laughing.
Make an athletics check as the wolf. Yes.
That's still D20, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's basically all D20.
17. I don't even know where's my freaking paper at?
Wolf is strong.
So I got 18 because it's just +1.
Yeah, the wolf is
the
probably
wolf.
stronger than that though.
Well, technically, it's a dire wolf, so it's probably even
direwolf.
higher.
I guess we don't have that written down right here, probably.
Do you have the strength? You should have the strength in this.
No.
Strength of a wolf is a +1.
Oh, wolf.
Just the dire. Oh, that's right, because we didn't have the dire wolf
Right.
before. Okay.
I would say it's at least a +2.
He rides. Yeah. No, it's huge. He rolled really well though. So he, you're shaking and he's like, "Ooh, this is so neat." And he's just kind of like doing the thing where you stand on the little bobbing board.
I swear to
And his legs, his hips don't really move, but the legs just kind of pump up and down. Farron, what are you doing as the dust literally and metaphorically settles?
Durgan just had turned to me and commented on kind of his disgust for
Yeah.
those parents, so she's just gonna turn to him and shrug a little bit and be like, we've seen a lot of nastiness, but even for me, that got under my skin.
Aye. I don't understand how someone could do that to their own children.
Well, as somebody whose parents decided not to really give a shit about them once they were of value, maybe their kids just weren't that valuable to them.
Well, you're valuable to me. And to here, and to us.
As long as I'm of use, I'll stick around, and we're gonna need each other to get out of this place.
Aye, we are.
But what did they value? Because I can't really tell if they were acting of their own accord or this all has to do with whoever's running this show, because there's not a big statue of Durst in that room. There's a big statue of, what was the name? Van Zoka Blocha, whatever. Strahd.
Strahd von Zarevich. Morgathi breathes out. Yes, the man does seem to have quite the overweening ego, doesn't he? Oh, careful. Artexia, I see you've... It looks like there's some sort of glass there. Did you break something?
I go back into my human form.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm tired of...
Does Finny just like fly to the ground?
He drops straight through.
Yikes.
And
Onto the bed or something. The old.
That's the real secret to get him off your back.
oh no, he was gonna try to be cute and land on your shoulders, but he nat one. So instead, he just ow, and he falls on his bum in the space next to you. Ow! I think I found some of your glass, Morg. And he pulls something out of his derriere. Make Artexia, since you were the blower upper.
The blower upper, that's I.
Make.
What am I doing?
Oh boy, there's a lot that. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lordy.
Give me. Roll a die 24 times, real quick.
So do 4 die 20s then?
Yeah, and tell me what the.
We want
I like that.
I
See, I knew I had this many dice for you.
They always end up
You want all
coming in prepared.
20s.
Holy shit. Definitely a 1, 14, 5, and a 13.
1, 14, 5, and 13?
Yep.
Okay. I'm just going to go as listed. Okay, so you see several things.
Oh my
On
lordy.
that net one, there are 4 different, what looks like potion vials that are now shattered, and you see this this soft blue liquid just running all over, and your fur had some, so now that's an interesting. I guess you would still be wet, so you have like a little bit, but it's like relative, so you just have like a little bit of a wet patch back here. Does anyone have proficiency in Arcana? No, I think just okay.
Other than, I mean, even me or no?
Yeah, you have to be
your
bubbled.
characters.
Yeah, just bubbled in there.
2 plus 2. Yeah.
And no proficiency.
Oh, where the
Okay.
fuck is proficiency?
So you
it's
hear-
the little bubble
there it
filled
is.
in.
Yeah. So you hear
Right, these.
Morgathi look over there, kind of his nose comes up. Well, there went 3-4 healing potions.
Dang.
Then there's a chainmail shirt that's in there that's undisturbed by getting tossed about.
Okay.
That's interesting. Okay, I guess a field cooking kit, which has survived.
Ooh.
That might be
That
handy.
could be useful.
Yeah. So it has like utensils that fold. It has a little miniature strike flint, thing in there to start.
Nice.
Some tinder, maybe a couple like tiny little pouches of herbs, that kind of thing.
I'm the best chef anyway. Maybe I'll carry it around. I got the good flavors.
There's actually, Justin, because of your background, I'm going to let you make an Arcana check on the next item, if you would.
Okay.
Your character has done forging, I assume, before at some point.
Yeah.
And creation and whatnot, yeah.
All right. Let's see what we get.
It's a dwarf thing.
I see. So Arcana.
Yeah, should be the furt.
17.
Okay. You're looking at the remains of a large shattered flask of alchemist's fire. So you have like this bright orange and yellows that are mixing with the soft blues. It actually is pretty lovely, like a splattered watercolor.
It's gorgeous. I am an artist, after all.
And there's actually quite a bit of stuff in them. There's a bullseye lantern that has survived. If anybody wants to,
We'll
pick
take
that.
that.
Up. Okay, yeah. Fully stocked. So you can, with the bullseye, if y'all don't know, there's a dial on it, and you can basically squeeze down the aperture so that there's just like a pinprick of light, so it's much harder to see. Or you can open it all the way up, and it'll be like just a normal
Light
lantern.
control.
Very,
Built-in dimmer switch.
very useful.
Yeah. There's what looks like a set of weird-looking but now smashed and snapped thieves' tools. And the spell book that Morgathi was using is yellow, was bound in yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Yeah.
Pierre's gonna pick up the thieves' tools and hold it up to Finny. Any chance you can use these?
Well, they're kind of... It looks like they were made for halfling hands. Most of them are busted now, though. Maybe this one. And he picks out like one of the lockpicks in there that escape being bent and tucks it away. And then neatly folded.
I'll take those. If no one else is going to claim them.
The broken stuff?
The broken thieves' tools. Okay.
Those tools. Might be able to fix them one day.
Straight,
I agree.
yeah.
She'll hand
He's
them over.
Smart.
Go ahead and write down like damage.
I was just looking
Okay.
at if I had anything to
damage
fix.
these tools. That's true. If you have mending,
I don't have
If any of y'all have mending, you could use it on these.
Yeah.
I have exactly 0 magics.
And
Mend it.
there's one. So there's
Can smash it.
there's like a subdued forest green, like a matte forest green cloak that's in there.
Oh, I call that. That's mine.
Okay. You grab
Is it
that.
soaked in mixture of potions?
Oh shit.
Fire and healing.
Yeah, it would be.
Well, I can create water.
It's,
right?
it's actually tie-dyed.
Yeah. How much water does that let you do?
Wash it.
But what if the potion does something to me? So it can create up to 10 gallons of clean water.
Yeah, that's more. Okay, that's more than enough.
Yeah, okay.
So, you kind of quickly clean off the cloak. And okay, just want to make sure I understood what that was.
Are there any torches that we're still holding or light sources? Because we don't want that to accidentally mix in
there's
with
not.
the
Because our oil
potions
thing
on the floor.
ran out for ever ago. And
You had dancing lights,
Yes.
so that's basically how.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do anything with this, luckily.
So that's still going.
Yeah, no, but yeah, in terms of how you're seeing.
Unless I can't recall if there was anything that would have made me lose my concentration in that fight, but I don't believe.
I don't think you used anything with concentration, Caitlin.
So.
And you didn't take damage.
Otherwise, I need to retcon and say first you have to deal with light, which you guys would have done. But
I am packing up that cooking stuff, though.
okay, so you have go ahead and put down that you have a field cooking kit.
I'm the Guy Fieri of the group. I like to take people to Flavor Town.
Gira, I think, is standing right next to the dad's corpse right there at the end of the bed. She wants to look him over.
Okay.
Is there anything that he's wearing? Anything on him?
Whatever human dignity he had is long since gone.
Yeah.
And he's in tatters of finery.
Or the hole that he came out of, too.
No.
She'd be kind of like, this is very strange.
You look through. Go ahead and make an investigation check, and then Artexia, since you're the one who picked the cloak up, make a history roll for me, if you would.
14.
14. Okay. You're looking in the hole. The interior of the hole looks like something that they just burrowed, over time, and clawed out. It's pretty crude. Your gut tells you that they hadn't slept in that bed in years. That this was basically just a hidey hole in a secondary ambush site. Because they were ready. Something happened that they were. I mean, the way that they pounced once she revealed herself, they were ready. Although they didn't catch the spider. What did you get?
A 2, but I'm proficient in history as a +4, so 6.
6 total. Okay.
It's better than 2.
It is better than 2. You're
good math.
You feel like you should know something more about this cloak, but you're just puzzled by it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk right over to Morgathi. Let's see it.
All right. And he starts looking through. You don't use a grimoire at all, do you?
No, but I'm aware of how they work. Familiar, at least, with how to look through one and see what's inside.
He starts paging through. It's an Elvish. A little bit of Old Speak. It's weird, though. I don't recognize this dating system. I don't recognize the way that this person staged their formulae either. Nice, good penmanship, but what sort of ink is that? Huh. This isn't the College of Mysteries, and it's not the Annex either down south.
Well,
but it is. Look, but it has been professionally bound. This wasn't homemade either.
Is there anything on the cover, like any kind of design? I know you said it's yellow. It's just plain
yellow leather, and then there's a little bit of now it's faded, but a little bit of red thread embroidery around the sides, and that's it.
Can I roll to see if I notice anything about the ink or?
Sure. Yeah. Make for this. It's not so much investigation because you can see all the details. Make a history check and see. Yeah.
That's a nat 1.
Okay.
+3.
You are in Curse of Strahd. There's supposed to something semi-bad is supposed to happen with nat 1s. I'm going to say in this case,
it's invisible.
Right. We got that too. Shop many things. Your light kind of goes crazy for a second, and what happens with the dancing lights in this cursed land?
They I remember you saying that they had kind of a tint in their color, and so that takes over really strongly for a minute and really darkens it for a second, and the shade really changes.
And the shape and the lighting and everything gets this intense toxic green cast to it.
You see her shaking her head. Fuck, I'm sick of this place.
And the two NPCs both kind of like, huh? When that happens.
I don't know. Sorry, I'm not getting anything from this book.
I see that. We'll and in a moment of perhaps surprising whatever, he says, we're all tired. We'll get to it. We'll get to it later. It'll keep.
This looks like just another sign that we're not anywhere near where we were when we walked into this house.
No, as I said, I'm afraid that this whole frickin' thing is on some sort of other dimension, some other plane of reality.
All signs point to yes.
He says, this has a lot of formulae that I don't have in mind, though. I'm going to keep both of them. If I had a chance to... I don't think we're going to have it, but if there is a chance that I could actually properly meditate on that, I could swap out what I have readied. Probably be a lot more effective.
Well, if it's something that you could use against these fuckers instead of all your useless things you got going on, that'd be great.
You know, you're right. It would be good. He looks around.
She, for a second, likes him a little more for not being bothered that she was mean to him. Just for a second, she's like, all right, he could take it.
He said he seems kind of just like he's really evaluating it, looking down. And so how long do you think until these damn mists come strolling down here?
Perhaps
hours?
Hours would be my guess. Hey.
I feel like we could probably risk getting a little bit of a rest real quick after all that. I'm pretty drained.
If we sit here, though, we're pretty far out. I don't want to get trapped here. We'll strangle.
Wasn't there a staircase nearby? Was that going up or down?
No, I think you're right.
The only other place is to go down.
There was a stair.
We should rest near there.
Catch a glimpse of...
We could have somebody on watch for the mists. Head down when we need to, but could use some rest myself.
All right. Finny says, you bigs are always resting.
You littles are always talking.
Well, yeah. And smelling. I have a really good nose.
That's wonderful. Can you smell mist?
Yeah.
Well, perfect. You can have first watch.
It smells like misery. Oh. I didn't know misery had a smell.
That might be me, honestly, if you keep talking.
Ooh. Then... Oh. That's my secret. Okay.
What? No, can I?
And he has this...
Finny, help me look in this room.
He has this little mischievous glint in his eye. Okay. And then he starts asking you, Kira, do you think that we could tie these together into a kind of the glass shards of the potion bottles? He's like, do you think we could tie these together in like a kind of like glass necklace or something? Like round out the edges and...
Only if you want to keep bleeding.
Yeah. All right.
Let's not.
But say we did. Yeah. From now on, I used to have a glass necklace, okay?
Okay. And then she'll wink. Okay.
This seems to mollify him. All right, so you guys...
It's so hard to be true neutral whenever, like, he's so cute. I'm like, I love him. I love him.
Just want to pinch his cheek.
Justin, I couldn't find this on the terror table, but guess what I just dug up? The claw. I've been feeling disoriented, rudderless without my claws. But now I can...
Yes!
Now T-Rex arms can be overcome through tool use. Okay.
You probably found that at the shop of many things.
I did. Yep. Okay, so you guys go from here, like a Pac-Man maze, get back to where you got jumped by the ghouls.
We're gonna go up more still, right?
Gira's still interested in seeing
right
if there's
there.
anything remotely useful in that room that we just didn't see earlier.
Make one more investigation roll.
Never mind.
You're just...
Nope.
You're bothered by.
Let's get all those ones out of the way now. We're just getting them out of our system.
Get the frickin'
searching
ones
room.
out of your
I can deal with
system,
that.
everybody. Okay.
Right? Could be a worse time,
So we've
I'm
had
sure.
three. We've had 3 nat ones.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
There's a 0 on this one. I didn't know 0 existed. I didn't even know that.
Don't roll
That's a
this.
10. That
That's
becomes
different.
a 10. Yeah, that's on a die.
That's actually the highest.
Yeah, weirdly, that's actually a good roll.
It is a little weird. Yeah. Okay. You start to look around the room, and you see the roasted face of Mrs. Durst, and your revulsion for these people and how they have treated their children just rises back up in you again. And before you give another thought to the contents of the room, you're already halfway down the hall.
Yeah. These people monsters. And then she's kind of gonna like, but the real monster is not dealt with yet.
No, you know that more evil lurks in this.
There's more.
Lurks in this place. Okay, so I'm kind of picturing you all sitting on these little steps, like here and here and here, and just kind of.
I like that.
What is that little empty
chill in the
space before the red stairs? Is that wait? What is that?
This was,
The intersection where you first turned into a.
yeah.
When we fought 4
We
undead
had that
things.
awkward battle.
yeah,
in
We
the
did
little
all like
space.
Yeah. This was.
thorny stuff.
Oh,
on the
right
floor.
here.
yes.
Like all this. Yeah, this is where you did where you actually.
Entangled.
No. I was talking about. I can't. Like keep going. Follow the stairs more up. That to the down.
You
Yeah,
have
this
not
way.
been- you
That's
haven't
where we
been-
have not
You haven't
gone.
been there yet.
Okay, so what is the one, that bigger spot, like around the corner, that bigger one? Yes,
Here?
that. Yes.
You haven't,
We haven't
been
been
there
there.
yet.
We don't know that that's.
That's like the last. That's like the last.
All right, so
one.
we don't know if it's safe. We shouldn't go there
Right.
because we're tired. All
And
right.
to
We're gonna
not
chill in the hallway.
and to
We're
not
hanging
confuse confuse the audience. I swear I have a little surprise for you all today, and we will very soon we will not be in this visual mess anymore. But
Surprises. I
All
like
right.
surprises.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
that's not there.
yeah.
that's not there.
Okay.
Okay, so you're hanging out on the stairs. Finny takes
First watch.
first watch. You're not going to sleep here, so it's fine. You know,
Why
he doesn't.
not?
He doesn't have.
Sleep.
Just a little short.
Nice.
A shorty short.
I mean, do you want
Long
to
sleep.
Do you want to try to sleep?
Long sleep.
Gear is probably not. She's
I-
It's up to
actually.
you, it's up to the
I think
party.
I got healed by somebody.
I'm gonna go into a trance.
Probably you.
So that's
So
it.
she'll help keep watch depending on what everybody else needs. So
Okay.
Listen, the longer you guys could let me sleep, the better. If you want me to be able to fight anything else to the best of my ability.
how long do you need?
A full night's rest would be great.
We could go back to the room with the well.
I
Chance
felt
it.
great in there, honestly. Much
It's-
better than I have in a while.
But what if the fog is already there and then we wasted all this time getting back over there? Let's just sit down, lean against the wall, and keep our eyes open while we relax for a bit.
All right.
Okay. So you catch your breath. You do some minor tending to wounds, and that sort of thing. So does anybody have hit dice? Is anybody injured right now?
I don't think so.
I'm not.
Okay.
We got healed, I think, already.
But how are you guys on the spell slots?
Finny got mauled.
I can't
Oh, yeah.
gain it without a long
so
rest
long rest,
anyway,
so
so I
Finny
really
got
need
mauled.
longer
So
than
he's using his hit
hours.
dice to recover.
because I only have one spell slot and then the ability to create.
Okay, should we try to
more.
sleep then? Should we just try to
Could be
sleep?
two.
But just right here, not go back?
Your wild shapes are going to come back.
Okay.
You get 2, and they come back on a short rest.
Okay, nice.
2 wild shapes. That's really important.
Yeah.
Because that's like the most at level 2. That's the strongest thing you can possibly
Yeah.
do.
How is Finny looking?
At the end of the short rest or at the beginning? Because now that you've kind of experimented with being chosen,
At the end of a short rest.
like from when Gira healed her wounds, that if he can get an hour to himself to just sit and let that essence circulate, that he'll be doing a lot better.
Actually, I would do this at the beginning.
Okay.
I'm trying to confirm whether I can go above half
On preserve life? No.
on
On the channel divinity preserve life? Yeah. No, it's half.
it's half. Okay. Does he look that bad off?
He's definitely under half.
I'll use it
Yeah.
because we don't know if we're gonna get attacked while we're sitting here.
Right.
So
I agree.
Yeah, we're sitting ducks at the moment. And
Okay, if you
Down to the
use
hallway.
actually, Justin. Okay, so describe how that feels, and I want to kind of standardize this. Whenever y'all are casting a spell, particularly like a leveled spell or channeling something through that, try to think about, like, describe how it feels for you to channel that energy, and then also describe for your table mates and our faraway friends what the visual effects are, if any. And since 5th edition's like very loose on it, it's basically whatever signature you want to put on it. There's a little bit of Barovian nastiness that happens, but I'll tinge it anyway. So as you're, because I don't think you've done Preserve Life yet. Yeah. Yep. So this is a new thing. You've never summoned this in Barovia too, which is different. And since it's not a spell, it's not actually a spell, it's like a spell-like effect, kind of. I feel like it's a primal thing that you do. So what does that feel like for Durgan as you pull it from so far away, Justin, and then circulate it through?
It actually, well, it's funny because I have a feeling that, like, normally, I have a feeling that before he got here that summoning the energy for his spells sort of felt like pulling something, just kind of gently pulling something. And now it feels like this, like, you know,
I like that.
Really sort of struggle to pull it in. And so I sort of picture just very primal, just energy, just sort of raw, positive energy, and just sort of let it swell for a moment because it takes longer to sort of fill the reservoir.
Yeah.
And then he'd basically put his warhammer up and just kind of there'd be a bit of a flash of energy as he
almost like sunlight
or
something. Okay. Oh, I like that. And that's different. That is distinctly different from like a typical cure wounds or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you do that, all of you feel it. None of you are under half hit points though, aside from him. So you feel this intense wave or flash of warmth. The presence of the Morning Lord, and then Finney kind of looks at you as a good chunk of his wounds of the mauling that he took closes up. Wow, thanks. And then as he stills his body just enough to rest, and he's still like doing this and kicking his heels against the stairs and, you know, just bored and restless.
He was healed in the combat.
Did you heal him in the? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, his response was, wow.
You know what?
Said, wow.
He's over half then, Justin. Sorry. Okay, well, we worked that out.
At least now we know how.
Now we know what the
pretty
effect
it looks
looks like.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled pretty well. No, I'm remembering that now. I rolled pretty well on his recovery. So he looks almost, by the end of that, he looks almost back to his old self. He's still got just, you know, a little bit of abrasions on him, but just 1 point down. Okay, you feel your connection to the Great Mother, like fully solidify again, and you could change your shape at the end of that, so your wild shapes are back. You have to, and I think that's it. Morgathi already used his arcane recovery, but actually he didn't use any spell slots in that fight. So,
Well, since she realizes she's not going to get the amount of rest that she would prefer, Farron is going to take a moment and quiet herself, and she crosses and interlaces her fingers together and focuses on them, pushes them together really hard, pulls them apart, and has created a new spell slot for herself. She feels she's going to need it.
what does that feel like internally?
It just feels like returning to, like, it feels like almost like getting more rest than she did.
She
like just
should.
returning to a better state of being more capable, more able, having that energy and essence in there to make something happen.
Are we allowed to, like, even if we agreed to have a short rest, are we allowed to be like, fuck this, I'm going to sleep?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
But we're going to leave
yeah.
Right, yeah.
So, almost as if the chosen essence knew what an hour was, Finney's like, okay. And then Artexia is deep in a trance. I don't know, did she let herself just go to sleep?
No. I was asking because I was gonna tell her to do that. I was gonna be like, just go, bitch. You need them slots, girl. Get them slots.
I don't want y'all to leave my ass.
At the end of that time, I mean, nothing has happened yet. Do you want to stay and keep sitting here, or do you want to move on?
Gira's gonna chill and kind of just read the room and see, does Artexia or does Farron look like they need it? Like, whether that's physical, I mean, physical
Right.
sounds like everybody's okay, but the way they're moving, is she moving a bit more sluggish?
Farron?
I mean, I'm not injured in any way, but I told you
Yep.
from the time we sat, like, I'm not gonna be able to do what I need to do as much unless I get a full sleep. So she is laying there just closing her eyes until somebody's waking her up and telling her they gotta go, because
I think Artexia, you
I
have
was just
the.
about to say.
I think you have the highest passive perception.
Yes.
In the group. You start to, since there was all this talk of smell before, you start to smell. There's a slight difference in the air. It's slight, it's subtle, and you don't think anybody else but Finney has picked up on it yet because he looks over at you. And there's like a slight acrid tinge to the air now, and it's starting to like gradually get more and more acidic.
I don't think we should stay here anymore. I think it might be time to move.
Yeah, you might be right.
What do you detect?
It smells like it's getting closer.
It's coming in from where we came, Durgan.
All right.
The parents' room or upstairs?
No, I mean, we could try to hide in the parents' room, but I'm just afraid about getting trapped in there.
We've got to keep going.
All right. We don't actually know where this is going, so having a little extra room in case we have to, God forbid, turn around and figure out what else to do.
Should we spread out a little bit as we're walking down? Keep a little distance?
I don't know that that's going to help much.
Morgathi says, what distance? We're packed in like sardines here. Because it's all still pretty
Yeah, it's
narrow.
all too close.
Yeah, in the corners you won't be able to see around them. All right.
We're gonna have to figure out some kind of way to fight effectively, though. We're practically tripping over each other in some of these fights.
I agree.
Okay, so I know Gira, you've typically been in the front. Finney,
Yeah,
has
but she's
been-
open to changing that if somebody's got a suggestion.
well, Finney was
Actually,
in
with
front
that
before
mention,
because
she'd
he
be like-
was looking for
He was
traps
searching.
and things as we
Is there
went.
a better way
Yeah,
to
that's a good one.
move forward?
Do you want Finney to be in front, or do you want to be in front?
I feel like you can shoot over Finney. If he's in front of you, that's the thing, is like,
Yeah.
he could, if he had you,
Yeah.
he could duck and like run between your legs or something maybe.
Well, she was almost thinking Durgan's shorter, so a lot of us can see over.
No offense.
She would bring it up in basically a straightforward, like, tactical way. Like,
So Finney, Durgan.
more people can see over your head.
Hey,
Tactically, it makes sense.
well, it's just because we're built more efficiently.
That
Say whatever you need to say. All right, Finney in
Whatever
the
makes you
front,
feel better.
Durgan behind him. You can be behind Durgan if you want.
All right.
Okay, so we're putting Finney in front.
Are you gonna produce your dancing lights, or are they? Because we just rested, right? They're not there anymore still.
I can, but now we have that lamp as well, and we can give to
Oh no.
Yeah, you do have the
Finney,
bullseye.
and he can have
the
it
bullseye
right in
lantern.
the front, because he's the one who needs it. So.
Right.
Especially if he's in front.
Artexia, you're still the caboose.
That's fine with me.
No more. Magathi doesn't want to.
No, he refuses to be the caboose.
All right, so there you go.
And at least
We can hang out in the back.
and at least now you're seeing the back of Morgathi's head right now, instead of his mouth.
I won't tell you what she's thinking about.
Like anything to not smell him anymore. Essentially.
That weird love and death mixture. Okay. You all descend.
All right, Finney, lad, we're going to be relying on your keen senses in order to figure out if something else.
And my
we wanna send in.
impeccable judgment.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
And you
He does have a good nose.
Follow your nose.
go
Wherever it
down
goes.
your little stairway. Okay.
to somewhere really nice and safe. It's a tunnel right out.
So-
we got out, guys. We did it.
So nice. And so, Kate, how did you know, Caitlin? Have you been peeking at this?
I snuck behind
son
your
of a
little
gun.
shield when you weren't looking.
Yeah, I know.
She knows.
In your back home.
Spoilers.
You click your heels 3 times.
Well, we're nice
And
as
they're
in.
black and sparkly, not red and
we all hope
sparkly.
you've enjoyed this.
Thank you for watching Curse of Strahd.
Strahd is like,
GG's in the chat.
this was all a terrible mistake.
Wrong part. Do you guys go? My bad.
So you come down, and about 20 feet after you make that first turn, or after you get down. Sorry, second turn actually, because you come down here. About 20 feet down, it opens up substantially. I'm going to read the room, and then I'm going to show you my little surprise.
Oh, I love a surprise.
A little surprise.
I'm scared.
So I haven't harassed you guys with it for a while, and all of a sudden, as you hit this lower layer and your feet,
Chanting.
Finney's first foot touches.
chanting.
You at first you hear good old Samma, Samma,
of a gun.
Dio, Samma, Samma, Samma. He is the ancient, he is the land. He is the ancient, he is the land.
I don't like this beat. I like the other one.
a dozen or so voices saying over and over and over again.
Hey, they've got it coming too.
Now,
If I was this Strahd person, I would be annoyed.
Goddess Sydney, I standeth. And let's see how I'm doing on my dex checks today. Because this is our
One.
This is our
Another one.
Oh, thank you.
No, that would be if you knocked the minis over in the process.
That's what I'm trying. Yeah, the
And
minis.
we all die.
I love having the minis there
TPK.
as like a visual, even though sometimes it can be a little bit hard to see on the camera. But they
Look,
also-
guys, we got out. I was right.
You're right. You're just now you're in
The map,
Terraria
it's
proper.
so pretty.
It's a bird's eye view. We're in the sky.
New Barovia map
Okay.
in sepia.
The audience, this will be fun. The audience is gonna see this, but y'all, just like we're little kids, close your eyes.
I don't see it now. I don't know what we're talking about. Oh, look.
Fiora more in the more.
No peeking.
Here.
Whoa. Whoa.
Are you looking? Stop looking.
Stop peeking.
Oh,
Are
sorry.
you peeking? Are you looking?
I'm looking.
You're
No,
looking.
I'm not looking.
I want to peek now. Wait.
No, don't
Okay,
peek.
fine.
Let's
She
see.
said it
Y'all
first.
are naughty.
You are so naughty.
I didn't know I
Okay,
was
you
not
came-
supposed to
you
look at
came down
that.
there.
You said don't look at the top one.
Follow
Are you not
directions.
supposed to say
Follow
So,
directions,
this is gonna look
Melissa.
so weird on camera.
that? I feel
Why
bad.
am I closing my eyes and I have my hands over my eyes?
Right, facts.
It
Well,
feels
that way
redundant. Not necessary.
they know that you're extra trying.
I really am. I'm being
Okay.
so...
Yay.
Nope.
Can we
yes?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that seems
Can you
bad.
pull out the just
This
this
is
little
a
part.
little-
Guys
Darkness.
should be better at pulling it out. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Well,
Wow.
this looks like enough.
much darkness.
Real pretty and real bad.
So y'all.
Where are we at? Where do we
I actually did not realize that this map had both on it. That's so I should have known that, but
Oh,
thank you so much. That had
there's another death house.
that had both levels to it.
No.
Because this is
Where we just
Only
were?
one
yeah, this
death
is the
house
level.
per
Yeah, this is the
person.
level that you guys came through. So here was the fight with the Dursts.
Oh, yeah.
Here was the statue of
yeah,
Strahd. All of that stuff. This is where
There's the well.
There's the crypts.
yeah, wells, all that stuff.
There's Rose and Thorn.
Yep. Yep. So y'all
If they're buried together.
came down here. You're coming down here, and then as soon as you get even like basically down, as soon as your feet touch this, it starts up with "He is the ancient, He is the land," and then you move out to this. These are all pillars,
Okay.
and each time that you see like little pillars here, or that little think of the ribs, the wooden ribs that are
Oh,
raised,
like in the...
like in a mine shaft. And,
okay.
and that's been prevalent all through
So it is
All through this
wood.
place.
It's not just stone.
this. Yeah, the ribs. Sorry, the ribs are wood, but these are stone.
Okay.
Y'all cheating. Y'all knew I was blind. You put it on the further side. Y'all knew it.
If you need to, Kenzie, feel free. You can come up here.
So
I just
it's
did
a
I showed my titties so I could look.
15 foot by
And so
25 foot room.
Yeah.
Looks like.
And
So a decent sized living room size. With pillars.
if you want to,
a fancy living
y'all
room.
can make a religion check.
I'm very
say.
religious.
Who? Everybody?
Yeah, if you want to.
Oh, shoot.
Let everybody.
It's a fairly high DC. It's a fairly high DC, but
Gira doesn't know about religion, but we try. Nope.
22 for me.
oh, okay, you definitely got it. Then.
I got 18.
16.
Okay.
5.
What did you get?
18.
Okay, so anybody, I'm gonna say 16 just does it. So 18 and 22 definitely. As you're seeing these little alcoves, and you see like these various items scattered around on there, you think you're looking at some sort of ritual burial chamber, but the items are too small to. The alcoves and items are too small to be like people or even hold remains. And so the word that comes to mind is reliquary. That these items are essentially,
It's always the word that comes to my mind.
of course, obviously,
Every day I'm like, you know what? Reliquary.
that these items
Clearly.
Thank
these items represent the people that they lost.
you. I needed the context
Yeah.
clues there. So they're not even big enough to like hold like their ashes. They're just like trinkets, basically.
Yeah, like
little figures or something.
well, like the one. It's quite a collection. Like the one nearest to you is a small mummified yellow hand with sharp claws
Jesus, okay, that's pleasant.
on a loop of rope.
Oh.
Nice necklace.
necklace.
Lovely.
The next, yeah, it's a love, and then the next item is a knife carved from a human bone.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Morty's gonna have a field day.
yeah, no, he immediately like
Craftsmanship.
He's throwing it around his neck.
this is just, and he takes his amethyst
is a
bejeweled
museum of death.
athame, and he
How
says,
exciting.
"Kira, that's positively poetic. I didn't know you had it in you. Yes,
Neither did.
yes, it is. This is fascinating." And he's taking his amethyst bejeweled athame, his ritual, basically arcane focus, and he's kind of poking at these various things. Morik, you may not want to put your face right next to like mummified claws and stuff. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional.
Hey, Finny, would you mind looking to see if any of this stuff is gonna,
Eat his face? Yeah, sure.
Because
Well, I assume you're keeping your wits about you there, Morgatha. But
I always do.
any insights to what we're looking at?
Well, the word that comes to mind is reliquary. And I mean,
I think we broke it.
he says, I'm seeing quite the pattern here. I see a lot of body parts, and he says, "Oh, and look, and aspergillium, of course."
that's the other word that came to my mind.
Of course.
Right after
this is exactly.
An asparagus what?
And he's just like, "Oh, this is amazing. This looks like this is 4th century. This is 4th century Felinoid culture. I think it was their 3rd or 4th emperor who started to make aspergilliums like this. You can tell by the
What about when you put it all together? What kinds of things would you use?
he
for?
he pops up, and out of nowhere you see he's produced a quizzing stone, which essentially winds up looking like a monocle on his face as he's looking at things. So you have one like crystalline blue eye, and then you have this blown up, ridiculous looking eye in the other one. What are you saying?
I want to know if there any immediate danger you get.
I don't know that I care. I don't know that I care for your tone. I don't.
This is a house that has been attacking us with things. And these are things.
Gross things. Weird things.
You're not wrong. And he says, "I don't think so, but I'm just. Is that a hag's finger? Sorry, I'm having a moment here. They've gone out of their way
Get a moment.
Yeah, take your moment and then think big picture. Like, what would they be doing with all of this weird shit in here?
Is he shaking is that a finger that you're
Yeah,
like...
yeah. Now he has something. He's picked one of them, and he starts to like scratch, but sets it down.
I'll keep doing my own little, just searching around the room.
Yeah, Gear's kind of walking around between staring at Morgathi and then looking around going like hand, finger, box,
So there's
finger, head.
there's a folded cloak. I'll just run through these real quick. And you guys decide if which characters find which. There's a folded cloak that's made from some kind of stitched skin. You don't think it's animal hide. A desiccated frog lashed to a stick. A bag full. Actually, since we've been rolling so many nat ones, who finds the desiccated frog lashed to a stick? Finny. Okay.
Yeah,
Probably.
Immediately, I could just see him like, whatever.
Okay.
In another life, he was a frog.
It's a frog on his stick.
You're right.
In another
You're right.
life.
He's like, "Hi, friend. How are you doing?" "Well, I'm doing fine." "Really? I just love all of your friends. I want to hop onto all of them." What's that?
Is he actually touching it and playing with it?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
It's on a stick, though.
Absolutely, he took the stick. Yeah, he took the
He's
stick.
not touching the frog, he's touching the stick.
So the frog, he turns the frog around, and the frog is like, "Hi, my name is Ribbit. I want to know everyone."
Vinny, you know this whole place is about getting things to die, right? Maybe not touch the artifacts in the room.
"I'm not touching the frog, Durgan."
It's on the stick that it came with.
Could be a bad stick.
All right. There's a a bag full of bat guano.
Oh my.
The aforementioned hag's severed finger. A 6-inch tall wooden figurine of a mummy with its arms crossed over its chest. 3 more. An iron pendant adorned with a devil's face. The shrunken, shriveled head of a halfling.
I'll take that.
You take the shriveled head of the halfling. Woof, this Margirl is morbid. Okay, write down.
Garrett kind of likes
Finny
the
is offended.
Write down that you have a shrunken, shriveled head of a halfling.
She's staring at it a little bit. For a little bit.
And then finally, a small wooden coffer, which, of course, Finny has to open. And it contains a direwolf's withered tongue.
He knows wolves well enough to know that's wolf tongue. That's
Yeah, Garrett's staring at the necklace.
Finny may not, but...
It looks like something a warrior clan would
Which one?
think is...
The
is
necklace?
cool. Yeah.
The very first one?
Yeah, unless it gives, like, evil vibes. Then
No,
she's
a small
not
mummified yellow hand with sharp claws. Yeah, on
it.
a
No,
loop of rope.
the necklace with the demon head.
Oh, sorry. Iron pendant adorned with a devil's face. There you
Devil's
go.
face.
All right, write it down. It's yours now.
All right.
congratulations.
Jewelry.
She's like, I wanted
You are now the
that.
proud owner.
This is the jewelry that Gira is interested
It's more my vibe, but I guess.
And Morgathi says, I'll detect magic on all of this. Well, I don't know. Should I do that now?
Yeah, before he plays with
That
any
would
more
be wise.
puppets.
Yeah, why did I not think of that?
Yeah, and she'll even hold it up and be like, should I
Is that
put
a?
this away?
He looks over. Is that Finny? Is that a? Finny touched him. Look at me. Is that a wand of polymorph that you're playing around with? And
Oh, that would totally be his job.
as he's doing this, oh, that would be. You mean my frog friend has powers?
What would be? Maybe you put it down gently. What do you say?
I could. And
No, don't swing it. Don't swing it.
Too late.
okay.
Gentle with
And,
the dead frog.
Morgathi
He's
says,
clearly been through much.
all right, I'm just going to go sit on that step right over there. I'm going to take my fabulous ass and go right over there, sit, collect myself, do a little ritual, see a few magical things, and then we move on, yes?
How about I do the same? We split it up.
It could be faster that way.
What's the
All
floor
right,
made
good
of?
idea.
Is it
In
dirt
two
floor?
different perspectives.
Stone floor?
I think down here it's dirt. Yeah.
Any footprints of other people seem to have recently been in this area?
You are more than welcome to make a survival check.
I will go make
I'll help
a
her with
space
that.
and
Okay.
do the same.
Footprints.
So he's over here. Yeah, go ahead.
It's only an 8 for me.
Sitting on the stairs. No, you're not seeing too
I
much.
got a 21 on the footprints.
Wow. Okay. 1 sec. Durgan, where do you want to park your little self?
I guess on the other end of the room.
Like here?
Actually, can I go like between the pillars?
Okay, yeah.
Would work.
Okay.
More in middle.
And then the rest of you are The rest of you are milling about.
Yeah, I was gonna
I am
detect
failing
magic
to
on the
look
head,
around for
basically.
Do you have detect magic prepared?
Oh, it's a ritual one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, no.
It's a spell slot one. So
Yeah, it's a spell. It's a spell slot one.
Oh, no,
so
I don't have any spell slots left, do I?
Ooh,
Rituals, you don't have to have it.
that doesn't matter. It's whether or not whether or not it's prepared. I think you've only used.
I don't
one.
have it. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have it. No.
Yeah, if you're doing a ritual, it doesn't matter about spell slot.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it doesn't. That's the whole point.
Right,
You basically take the extra time
Right.
and do it the long way.
Lucky.
I think you've only used the one. I think you only used Entangle.
Yeah, I didn't.
So you should have. So you have. Yeah, no, you have more. You just used one spell
Yeah,
slot.
but I don't have that one prepared though. So I
No,
have to-
not detect magic. Okay, so the two of you, Morg is doing his thing in a very almost cookbook fashion, kind of by the numbers. You're praying to the Morning Lord. Everybody else, I assume, is staying alert. Did anyone want any of those other items that I mentioned?
I'm not touching none of them.
Wasn't there a cloak? Another cloak?
There was
Right.
another cloak.
Out of
She gonna have a whole closet
I
of
don't
clothes.
know.
I mean, of course. Stitched from some kind of. Actually, since you're looking at it, make a nature check, and see if you can figure out what skin this is from.
Oh, not skin.
All right, so 14 plus
Pretty good.
2, so
It's
16.
pretty good. You're looking at it. Some people might quibble that this wouldn't be nature, but whatever.
Quibble away.
You're pretty sure it's still high enough
you
roll
have medicine
regardless.
too, right? So
I do.
yeah.
Well, because of the creature, it might actually be Arcana. You're looking over the skin, and since you just fought them, it's not that hard. You think this is? Do you remember the four? You got jumped. It would have been here when you had the big fight and you first wild shaped.
Sure.
And the wolf with the ghouls. It looks like somebody skinned some ghouls and turned them into a cloak.
Okay.
So it's not technically human skin.
Don't
It's
you wanna
actually
wear that?
It's actually undead skin.
That's actually kind of dope. Can I do?
You've never seen. You didn't even know that was possible. You didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah.
Because remember that in the world you come from, Artexia.
I picture she kind of holds it up. And
Yeah.
goes,
Hold on, can I do away with my green cloak then? Because I don't want to
She
carry
sees
all
the
of that,
vision.
right?
She
Or
sees
can I?
You feel like if you sit with your subdued forest green cloak, that it might reveal something to you.
Okay.
And actually, you know what? I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I'm not sure how conventional fifth ed handles this, so I'm just going to make a ruling here. I'm going to say that during the time that you had the short rest, because really you didn't have to do anything there. You weren't even on watch. As you're thinking about these cloaks and swapping them out, you realize that you feel your energies flowing not just through your body now, but in through somehow the cloak has been included in your field, the green one. So to answer your question, yes, you could fold this other undead cloak and put it away. It's small enough that you could do that. But you actually feel more comfortable and more stable in this cloak. And rules is written. Once you attune to something, you know what it is. You're pretty sure that you're wearing a cloak that one of your distant cousins, that an elf made this cloak, but it's from a different world. It's not from Hytera.
Okay.
And it's a cloak of protection.
Okay, well, in hindsight of that, I'm going to fold it up and perhaps I can use it as a blanket or something later. Who knows?
Okay. You didn't. You didn't even know that it was possible to stitch undead flesh because there aren't any undead on Hytera.
Oh yeah.
Her wisdom has
right.
destroyed all the leader of your people, the demigoddess, has went like that was. She took like 1,000 years and just made sure. Went all through the world with a shining host, with y'all's like elite military force,
and she had that kind of free time.
Well, it says spare 1,000 years, yeah.
Right.
So you have your cloak of protection. Your armor class is one higher, and you get a +1 to all your saving throws as long as you have that. So it's really good for you.
Where is the saving throw on here? What is that?
It's
That's your box right there, but you
Okay.
could just write in that like extra space +1. And just
there was also an 8-inch diameter varnished orb made from some sort of eye. And that completes the.
What does that do?
Well, we're going to find out real soon. I'm sure we're all going
Garrett
to be
puts the
super
demon
happy.
necklace in the eye near you, so you can check those out first. She's like, I'm interested in these items.
As you're glancing down these other ways, this first turnoff looks like some sort of holding area for prisoners. Long abandoned holding area for prisoners. And then this second passageway is has a slope down. It's sloping down, almost like you're at a boat dock. You know, as it goes down on a river's edge.
No steps.
And yeah, and you can hear a little bit of water moving, not like a river or anything like that, but just a little bit of kind of some gentle motion.
A stream, perhaps.
Indeed. Okay. Time passes, and essentially,
What about on the tracks?
to not belabor the point. What's that?
What about on the survival?
Oh, I'm
of
sorry.
the
Yes.
tracks?
You look around. It's been a bit since anyone has been down here. You do see, however, you're not a ranger, but you did roll really high. So you do see what looks like the
I'm
most.
proficient in survival too.
And you are proficient. Okay.
Yeah.
You do see one. Got a 21, you said? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's high enough to see even that. Okay. So the first pair of tracks is pretty straightforward. Single pair. Looks like male and kind of average sized. And average weight to judge from the indentation of the earth under his boots. And that one is by far the most recent pair of tracks. And it looks like old boy just rolled up into the prison area, rolled up into the, like you can see kind of where he loop to loops. One
Came
pass.
down the stairs.
One pass is done. Yeah, came down. That part you can't tell. But you pick him up here. Boop, boop. And then much more faded. There are many more tracks, and this was like right on the edge of a 21 or a 22. So, but you're like squinting, and since you can take extra time doing this as the two casters are going through their rituals. And you see a second, much more faded pair, but it looks like a group. In fact, your gut tells you it's another adventuring party.
What?
And with that,
Down here?
And with that, we will prepare for our intermission.
Oh my goodness.
I will tinkle all over you if you don't tell us.
Go do it. Go do it if you're desperate. Friends, we will be at intermission here briefly, and we will come back. Come see us in a few. Thank you so much.
What's happening?
There's more dead people.
Eldritch Foundry is evolving. Bringing you a virtual army of miniatures like never before in full tabletop-ready color. Paint your miniatures in our upgraded creation tool, then bring them to life in stunning one-to-one detail as 3D printed miniature masterpieces. With complete control over your digital color scheme, you can point and click for simple color fills or go all in on highlights, shading, brush techniques, and more. Create epic heroes and madness-touched monsters that are truly yours. Miniatures are 3D printed in perfect color detail using a new PolyJet 3D printing process, giving you unique, bespoke models ready to delve into any dungeon as part of your next campaign. Everything from one-off player characters to dungeon mobs and boss-level monsters that will make every player in your group jealous. But that's not all. You can take things fully digital and export into leading VTT platforms such as Tailspire and Roll20 to take your games and your custom miniatures wherever you want. Join the adventure of a lifetime. Back our campaign today to help us bring this stunning revolution in custom miniature design to reality. With Eldritch Foundry, full-color 3D design and printing.
Greetings, weary travelers, and welcome to Constructed Chaos, a channel dedicated to all things D&D, including live play streams and podcasts, 3D printing, painting, crafting, homebrew content, and guides for players and dungeon masters alike. Join our Discord for even more special benefits, announcements, and free downloadable content. And until next time, go out there and make some chaos.
Faraway friends, welcome back. You have found yourself with us, and we're going to just pick right back on up.
Time to Strahd.
Okay.
Strahd.
Your sight changes in a subtle fashion as you look about the room, Durgan. And perhaps surprisingly, nothing inside of any of these alcoves catches your attention. You see the cloak that Artexia is wearing. There's a subtle, beautiful, elegant dance of elven magics that have been woven into it that are quite distinct to your eye from Dwarven, of abjuration around her, of protection. And I think that's the only... Is there another magic item?
I have a silver sword. Silver
shrunken
short sword.
Silver sword.
Finney found in the well room.
Looks like just a silvered sword, and then the shrunken head is no.
Okay, did we not take the? I thought we took the orb with us too. The little magic.
You
took it.
Nope. As far as I
From
know,
the
nobody.
statue room? No.
No, the one that I
touch
just
that one.
mentioned.
Yeah.
The 8-inch one, and not unless somebody said anything, but that doesn't ring as magic.
Okay.
So, including the stuff she put in front of me, I assume.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
bandit and the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
None of this junk
Yeah.
is good.
There's,
it's just creepy junk.
It's interesting. I don't think grimoires are. I don't think in standard 5th edition that grimoires are inherently. In the home game, they are because
No, they're just pages.
But I think they're just pages. So yeah, they don't even so that doesn't even register.
Okay.
And then you would see the mage. Your mage armor is up, right?
Yeah.
So you would see the mage armor around her again, kind of scintillating. You can see it clearly, but hers is again subtle enough that a casual glance might not necessarily know that she's using it, but you can see it like loud and clear on her now, in motion all the time. All right.
Okay.
So as you check the room over, you and Morgathi make eye contact and just kind of shrugs.
Well, I'm not sure whether to be disappointed or not.
No news is good news, generally. All right. Well, where are we going from here?
We check out the prisoner hold.
So not
There are
the
footprints
water
going from, she'll point from the stairs we just came down to.
Well, is
there.
that room not just kind of evident? Or does it actually keep
Nope.
going back there?
No, you can't go back in there. Yeah. No, it's a complex. So, okay. As you
I'm gonna slide it.
And she'll convey the information that she learned from the footprints.
Wow. All right.
okay. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Okay, same order. Same order,
I think
Finny.
so.
I think it's the best
Okay.
to approach a new area.
Durgan, and then. Okay, great. So we've got just
Especially now that you have
So
detect
the-
magic, you could spot magic stuff.
How long is that?
it's only it's 10 minutes. Yeah.
Sounds right.
Okay, so we have, just so the audience knows, we have Finny, then Durgan, then Gira. In the middle of the group is Morgathi the Magnificent, Farron, and Artexia as the caboose. Okay. Y'all
He gets a title.
Yeah.
y'all wend your and I'm using Finny as the stop-in for the group. So as y'all kind of start wending your way through here, in each of these nasty little alcoves, you see
Dead things.
No, I'm sure it's pleasant. Like
there are plenty of
flowers.
there are plenty of dead
bottle
things.
of wine. Little money.
There are plenty of dead things. 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, so this first this first pair looks like these skeletons are pretty unremarkable, other than the fact that whatever tatters of clothing, I don't want to just keep having you guys roll and roll and roll. So everyone make one history check. But this will basically be for the whole area.
God, got you beat.
Ay, ay, ay. We are not historians.
5. Okay, we're
7.
7.
I rolled a natural 1, so
Okay.
you know.
Do with that which you will.
So we
We all needed to have
That's a full
He was the only one who
explanation,
hadn't
so, you
rolled
know.
a 1. So now we've all done it.
Okay, 13.
13? Okay. So Artexia is the only one amongst you who's registering what she's looking at.
Must be really old.
And since you're at the back of the group, it takes the information a while to circulate. You're pretty sure, though, that each of these pairings are from a different world, or at least a very different area, because you're seeing different. The clothes have remained intact enough that you can kind of discern, like fashion, what the colors might have been in their prime, that sort of thing. The styles are different. The bits and pieces of armor that have survived are different. And even like there's one species in here that you're not even sure what the bones are from.
Shit, Gira, you were right. This is a museum of death or something.
And as you get deeper in, there's a small collection of halfling bones. There's some dwarven bones over here. You get further in, kind of poke your head around. I'm giving you guys credit for I'm sure you're being careful while you're doing all of this and alert. So yeah. Enough said. And
Keep an eye out for magic glow if such a thing would present itself down here. I seriously doubt it will.
okay, pretty soon you're going to be out your 10 minutes, but yeah. And Morgathi kind of lingers. Oh, that is not a good look. As he sees one of the prisoners dangling. It's quite a tall skeleton, and you know that you're looking, Artexia, at a high elf. And
Your people? I was just about to push Finny into his own people as well. I saw a pile of his little bones over there.
And you see that figure, the high elf skeleton, has a gold ring on it. It doesn't register, and then your sight goes out, but it doesn't register as magic.
Well, I would like to go up and inspect the rings. Can I take the ring off? Can I take the ring?
You go over there. You certainly can. It's a gold ring on one of its bony fingers with 20. That's worth 25 gold if you want to. And there's a little crest that's etched in that, again, you're not familiar with.
Yeah, I'll definitely take it, not for anything, but whenever we get out of here for me to maybe find out some more history on it. Because obviously there's a reason he has all these people here, and I'm not very fond of the fact that it's a high elf as well.
No. Across the ways, in this compartment, you see it looks like a female skeleton, and Artexia, since you have like the mental context for this, make another history check.
I think my history was 6, right? Oh no, it was 2.
2 plus 2.
Oh no, 4. So
That's pretty good.
14.
14. Okay. The usually like ebullient Artexia, the rest of you've noticed if she seemed like really mentally focused right now. You're looking and you're like, that's a half elf. Because at first you thought it was another elf, but you're like, okay, the bones are a little too heavy. And that's a half elf. So it was a half elf woman. And then in this last one, you're looking at a female, at an elven female, at a small elven female, at a small elven wood elf female. You're looking at yourself. You hear her gasp.
Oh.
And then you turn around and you see that you're looking at Farron's bones.
Oh my god.
And the ring that you just took was off of Morgathi's skeleton. And you see all the rest of them. Halfling, dwarf.
Oh my god, and I was just about to push him into his own bones. Oh my god.
And the one that where you weren't even sure what it is, you're like, oh, that's because I haven't been around half-orcs much. That's Gera's skeleton.
Holy crackling pop. This can't be possible. We're here. How are our bones here?
So this is the first y'all are hearing it because this was all in her head, and then you start looking around and you're like, oh, and you can see you.
Yeah, she's gonna be like checking her hair for the beads.
Yeah, I'm going definitely over to my skeleton, like looking for proof that this is me. Like, what do I see? That would be 100%.
She's got a string of beads in her hair, and beads get added with life experience, so that's the first thing she's going and checking.
Who or what do we hear gasp? Was it
her? It was Artexia as she looked at her own skeleton.
And then I go, at the bones.
Yeah. Make an investigation check, Gera. As you look over there, you're a harder sell. You're looking at a female half elf that looks remarkably, your shoulder width, your height, etc. You're like, you can't prove it, but
there's plenty of half elves my size. I'm an average.
30-20.
Oh.
So, I don't want to tell you that. Could you know this? I'm just going to say your intuition tells you.
Okay.
She was scalped before she died.
Oh my god.
But as your eyes, it was not an easy death, Melissa. And she did not go down willingly. And as you're looking at the ground, you see a single, grubby, half-buried, all too familiar bead. Your first. The one closest to the scalp.
I want to start using some medicine checks on these things. I don't know if we have the concept of like time or something, but
in what sense? Just like forensics or
forensics? I want to see like how old they might be relative to us. It's probably going to be easier to tell if
you can certainly make the roll. Yeah, go ahead.
Across. Let's see.
You do not hear any fascinatings or oohs and ums from Morgathi as Artexia reveals
12.
what you're looking at. It's very difficult to tell down here. You're really not sure. And the person best suited for that sort of thing, he seems kind of like, he's kind of having another moment as he's coughing and looking around wild-eyed for a moment. Like the horror.
Morgathi?
Yeah, like the horror is finally catching up to him. Now that he's looking at himself.
He's faking it. He's faking. Why
Now that
would
he's looking
he's
at
the
himself.
most dramatic of them all? Why would it take him that long to?
Do you finish?
More like, are you the reason we're in here? Why are you not as surprised?
What are you talking about?
In fact, I feel like all of this happened as soon as you came into the group and as soon as you walked up to us.
You? Me? Well, what sort of... You know, I had such high hopes because of your pedigree. What sort of leadership have you provided down here? Hey, that's not fair, Finney screams at him.
Everyone, hold it together.
Seriously, this is what they want. This is fake. They made this. They made it look like us. This isn't possible. It can't be real. So everyone calm down. Somebody's watching us. They staged it. They made it look like this to freak us out.
It does seem likely that would be one of the possibilities, yeah.
There's no way it's
How would they know? How would they know that we were literally coming here?
Someone's watching us. They could have done it while we were upstairs. I don't know.
And it's not that. Maybe they just were seeing what we were expecting to see.
That's true.
But it's not magic. You're not seeing anything, right?
Well, if they're in our head. No, I'm not seeing the magic. But that doesn't mean that we're not being influenced somehow. And if this really is us, well, at least we know what to do.
A potential future that was long ago in the past.
Maybe.
We stand here breathing now, and she's gonna, like,
Morgathi retreats down here and backs himself into the corner.
There's not a way to see your future.
I'm gonna walk up to Morgathi.
Okay. He's tugging at his collar. He's sweating. What?
Are you gonna be okay?
I'll do what I always do, dwarf. Survive.
I'm not asking about your surviving. You're gonna be okay.
God, he's such a drama queen.
Seriously.
This whole thing is exhausting.
Well, of course it's exhausting. That's the whole point.
Feels like a test.
Let's keep going.
Let's
I
just
don't want
go.
to be in here. This is freaking me out, and we need to get the fuck out of here, clearly.
Were there any other bodies, or is it literally just we're looking at ourselves and that's it?
You had some preliminaries, and then if you go back here, you see four bodies that all look similar. Is anybody else? Because Morgathi's definitely not. Finney's kind of upset.
Look at the rest.
Okay, so you look at those four back there. Artexia, do you? Or are you kind of stunned right now?
No, right now I was just thinking, because we were talking about, I was wondering if I pull up my flame, if it's going to be totally engulfed in the nasty green now, instead of, because it just seems like if we're just seeing things and this magic is taking over more than we're realizing, we really need to get out of here.
It's more green. That's really damn smart. As a diagnostic tool, that's really smart.
Did you share the footprint thing?
Yes.
It's
so there was a single set
almost
of
completely
footprints
green.
going from
Let me ask you something, Gary.
bottom of the stairs to this prison area to the other area, and then it went back up.
Gary, let me ask you something. Now, in retrospect, does it seem like those might have been our footprints?
That second layer.
There was
That went through my mind whenever you said that
another
earlier.
set of footprints of a group,
That's because you're really intuitive.
and they
Kenzie.
did not leave.
All right. Well, it's time to change our fate then, isn't it?
Agreed.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
You look at these last four, and I think that was Durgan and Gira. So y'all go ahead and make a nature or medicine roll.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
I will do medicine because it's better for me.
Okay.
Yep. And that is going to be an 18.
Nice.
All four of these look like high Terra wood elves, but you know, your gut tells you that, actually more than your gut. I'll do this quickly. Her wisdom, if these myths come into High Terra too much, her wisdom's going to spot them. Yeah. And you might very well be the first people from your world who have ever been in Barovia. You don't know. Actually, you do have the valley name now because you went. So you may very well be the first people from your world ever here. So you doubt that four elves went missing. There's going to be hell raised over her and Morgathi leaving like pretty soon. They're probably looking for you right now. Mm-hmm. Or certainly as soon as you don't turn up at Ice's End, as you and Morgathi don't turn up there. You had more latitude, so you kind of wandering around is not unusual. And you think you're looking at the same subspecies of elf, though.
Okay. In
all four of these. So kind of wood elf-ish, but not from your world.
Okay. And that's assuming that we didn't get pulled into this at the same time that the cataclysm occurred.
Sure. The reckoning. Yeah, the reckoning.
That our characters don't know about.
That your characters don't know about, yeah.
What's Finney doing?
What's
his reaction to all that?
He looks upset and he's like backed himself. He goes over and he actually doesn't stare at himself. He goes over here and he's staring at you. He's staring at your bones. Just kind of like childlike.
I go behind him.
Slack-jawed.
Put my hand on his little shoulder. And then she'll actually like get down on his level and be like, don't be scared. It's not real.
Shh. Takes his short sword out. Tink, tink. Sounds real.
Shh. Do you see me? Me. I'm right here.
Yeah.
It's not real.
It's very good of you and not evil at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you do with the real Farron?
Oh, it's still Farron.
If you want me to go back to being a bitch, my pleasure. Just trying to make sure we're all of a sound mind. Because the second we all start freaking out is when we are going to end up fucking bodies tied up down here somewhere. So everyone needs to keep a level head.
Agreed.
They're trying to scare us.
Farron, you're special.
Okay. And she just walks out back towards Morgathi.
Hey, I think I found something.
Is that Finney?
Finney, yeah.
What did you find?
Well, you know that I kind of like to... Well, I like to poke things. And listen. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap.
Is this on bones? Or
It's hollow.
On the wall next to them.
Is it a secret passageway?
And then the impish smile is back.
Hey, Gary, you still got that crowbar?
Oh, yeah, the crowbar.
You're pretty good with that crowbar.
And then she goes, Finney, give me crowbar. She'll take it.
Very eager, yeah.
And then she'll kind of look at the wall with him to see.
I think she...
Wait for him to, kind of finish his thing. He'll find the crack, and then she'll...
I think it's here. It feels like you can slide it, yeah.
See, this was all just to scare us so we wouldn't find the easiest way out of this place.
You get the crowbar into the
That's
seam
true.
and start pulling it, and you see the walls start opening. So
and she'll try to do it nice and gentle, not to surprise anything.
There had
Make
been
something collapse.
Spiders.
There had been, as you glanced over here, there was a portcullis, like basically a gate that was down there. And now as you open this, you see a larger chamber. And of course, this whole time, he is the ancient, he is the land, he is the ancient, he is the land.
Yes, we've heard this before.
It's my jam.
ADHD. I get distracted easily.
And then, as you finish that, the chanting stops as you peer into this 40-foot square room. The smooth masonry walls provide excellent acoustics.
Now the party panics.
Featureless stone pillars support the ceiling, and a breach in the, actually, for our purposes, that would be the east wall, and a breach in the east wall Leads to a dark cave heaped with refuse. It's also reeking, and you can smell the blood from here. Murky water covers most of the floor. Stairs lead up to dry stone ledges that hug the walls. In the middle of the room, more stairs rise to form an octagon dais that also rises above. Rusty chains with shackles dangle from the ceiling directly above a stone altar mounted on the dais. The altar is carved with hideous depictions of gasping ghouls and is stained with dried blood.
Lovely.
Shocker.
Ta-da!
And more gappy.
There goes another
dead.
How far out does this water go?
Gira revives, though.
Yes. I get back up.
Oh, snap, crackle, and pop.
Okay.
Big.
It's a swimming pool.
Yay!
So Finny, of course, steps in.
With a stage in the middle.
It's giving Harry Potter vibes.
Yeah.
I don't think we
Yeah,
should finish the water.
It's
Chamber of
definitely
Secrets
going
over here.
And so this is still closed, but this would be the metal grate that was lowered down. And
Also, we wouldn't even be able to get inside if we would have gone that way. Good job, Phineas.
Phineas doing his thing.
You said it's like a thin layer of water that is going over the whole ground over there, or it's like a deep pond?
You're peering down. Make a perception check. Because it's murky.
Perceive it.
17.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty good for you.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
Because you have a
Plus
plus
six.
6 on that. Yeah. Okay. So that's way over.
23.
That's way north of 20. You look, and it doesn't. As you're peering down, it actually doesn't look that deep. It only looks like a few feet deep, but it's deceptive because the stoneware, and it looks like stone instead of earth under it, is kind of like making the whole thing just deeper than it should be.
Would you say that it is more than 10 gallons of water?
It is much more than 10 gallons of water. Yes.
A good bit more than 10.
But you could purify. You could purify an area or whatever. Wait, you said
so
you
it's
have
create or destroy. It's create or destroy.
So you could destroy like a little blip of
Yeah.
it, but it would fill in rapidly.
Well, yes.
That's a good question, though.
Useless.
For this, yes.
And like I said, the chanting.
Originally, you could just stay here long enough and
This chanting that you've heard literally for hours now, because you took the short rest and you've been investigating I mean, it's like starting to numb your mind.
Yeah, I can't even focus.
Now it's all of a sudden, and you realize you can feel the cessation of the chanting is now nearly as painful as the chanting itself. And there's kind of it's like hurting your ears because you've gotten used to it now, and now it's like buzzing in your ears again, and you have almost a tinnitus ringing.
What's going on, Martha?
just hear the dropping.
There's a hole. There's a hole in the wall.
There's a hole in the wall. It's pretty dark.
There's a hole in the wall,
Can't see
dear
over there?
It's
DM.
pretty dark.
I'll send dancing lights over in that direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just the drip, drip, drip of water.
So is Morgathi still freaking out and lingering behind?
He had.
Everybody else
Always
was
wanted to do
kind
that.
of sort of moving on.
Yeah.
Gira's gonna walk right up to him
Okay.
and kind of gently put her hand on his heart and go, "This is real. Trust that, not these."
Make a persuasion check.
She feels nothing because he has no heart.
That would explain so much.
It's all coming together.
5. He's moved by the moment.
His eyes narrow, and he says, "The last time someone touched my heart, it didn't end well. Now make an insight check."
Should have touched his shoulder blade.
That's going to be a dirty 20.
It's not a threat.
He's sad.
Something else entirely. And he
At
walks.
least it's not a threat.
He walks. You catch for the first time is that you catch just a glimpse of a deep, deep wound.
Aww.
Oh, poor baby.
Morgie baby
He's just
hurt.
misunderstood.
Okay.
That's what he wants you to think.
So he gets over here. Meanwhile,
Then she'll go to his shoulder and be like, "We do this together."
Meanwhile, you set the Okay, so Finny, I'm gonna say Finny steps out then.
Get out of the way, Finny. I need to send some.
Are you doing it
You're-
from the door?
No, I'll move
Yeah,
in
yeah,
to make
okay.
room
Move
for
in,
others
okay.
to come in.
Okay.
I'm headed, more that direction so that I can send some light into that big old
Into that crevice.
space.
Yeah.
Sound like it.
As the light starts drifting over there, the chanting rises once more, but this time, one must die, one must die, one must die. And you see the suggestion of people in the shadows all looking toward the altar.
In these shadows.
Over here, basically like a gallery,
Around the
like
other
a gallery of people. Yeah, around.
See people.
Around the other side. More
then the
like
boss music
suggestions.
starts.
It does, and more like suggestions of people, like silhouette. Yeah, more like silhouettes. There. The chanting rises once more as 13 dark apparitions appear on the ledges overlooking the room. Each one resembles a black-robed figure holding a torch, but the torch's fire is black and seems to draw light into it rather than shed. Where you'd expect to see faces are voids.
All right, now you can be scared.
Without a roll, Farron, I'm going to say you intuit that they're demanding the blood price and that someone die on the altar.
That's what Caitlin was intuiting, so.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna throw my freaking flame over in that direction just because I'm scared. Like I see that, I'm like,
Big
"Ugh,"
flame.
Okay.
and see what happens.
And as you're, you were momentarily distracted, but as you get the dancing lights over there, you have them as 4 separate ones right now.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're 10 and 10, yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay. As they hit about, certainly by the time they get here, certainly by the time they get there, but as they get in, it glistens, your light sheds upon some sort of, takes you just a tick to clock it, this pulsating, undulating blob wall mass of flesh. And then there's a face that drifts by and continues to drift with empty sockets for eyes. You see an arm,
Shoot you in the face.
a hand reach out as though for desperate aid. Also drift by as it's spinning on some sort of tilted axis.
These souls they've captured?
Barf on us.
And there's a massive mound of people, blood, dreams, agony comes roiling out of the area.
Now that is a monster.
This is the closest I have. I just for space purposes, it's actually more like a blob. Just think like the 1980s Blob movie, if you've ever seen that. Except it's comprised not just of slime, but of sinew, of bone, of teeth, of hair, and it's always excreting some kind of blood or mucus or pus.
Right, that's the one that must die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And we are now in initiative. Everybody roll.
Man.
Nice. Well done, sir.
Yeah.
And give me Finny.
I need a finny roll.
Initiative.
Yeah, I need a Finny. Finitiative.
Initiative.
I should stop rolling initiative for him.
Actually, needlessly
So
killing
that's
blood.
an 8 on the die.
8 on the die.
Whatever
plus
he gets.
4 for him. Okay.
I didn't roll much better for myself.
Give me a roll off real quick for Finny. Is he tied with something?
17.
Okay. Finny goes first then.
I'm on 21.
I think you're the high. Doesn't anybody beat a 21?
No, I got 12. I'm literally opposite.
Durgan at 21. You got a 12 as well? God, everybody got a 12. You go ahead and roll.
I didn't get it.
Roll again. So that was 17 for Finny, 4 for Morgathi.
I'm at 15.
Oh, you had to say 4 at the same time. 4 plus 3, so it's
Okay, so you and Morgathi need to roll against each other then.
Son of a gun.
This is really,
I'm changing my dice.
everybody had a 12 on the same.
Well,
That's
your
really funny.
initiative's not changing. He's just trying to put the order in which
Yeah.
go.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
So,
tiebreaker.
yeah, roll again. It's a tiebreaker.
A 1.
A 1? Okay. So Artexia and...
Man.
Everything rolled a...
It's all right. Sometimes
That's our
it's
fourth
okay to
one.
go last.
Everybody rolled
Oh
a
yeah,
12.
I'm
Two of
probably
them.
going last.
What's yours?
I got a 9.
9.
Gira got a
Okay,
9.
Nazi.
Gira's a 9. 9! All right, Gira's a 9.
15.
15 for Farron.
That's a...
Which is good because I need to get the fuck out of here.
Okay, that's everybody. All right. Durgan, you collect your wits
Yep.
immediately as soon as this thing has even had a chance to finish oozing out of its crypt.
Looks like it needs a hug, so I give it Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Great hug.
Okay, and it gets to make its
Let's make a
gets to make its
save.
little deck save.
I'm hoping that a blob is not real deck save.
Okay.
We probably have that going for us.
It's sluggish enough that it doesn't even really seem to respond in these opening moments of it. And yours was a pure white or a gold? For Sacred Flame.
I actually kind of like the idea of it being more gold.
A gold, okay.
Light to it.
A lot of times on the other campaign, I have Marcus's flame arc. So what is because it ignores cover. So
yeah,
what
no,
do you,
I
what do you
figured
do?
it just sort of manifests itself, kind of.
Oh, down. That's right. You're striking down. Okay. So some of this golden flame comes. You do, of course, see the tinge of. For you, it's more gray instead of the green. You notice, but you see some gray beginning, like some gray veins creeping in there. It hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
4.
Okay. There's a snack. There's a slight pop and sizzle, but guys, this thing is large. I mean, it's a lot of mass that you're dealing with.
How many square feet is it?
20.
20? Oh,
Oh shit.
crazy.
Yeah, so
20 around.
Whole
I like
4,
that.
4 damage. It's radiant.
Right.
And then I use my movement to get out of back out.
Here.
Yeah, as long as I can just get out of the way so people can
Yes.
Can get the hell in
do
there.
what they need to do.
Okay.
Work it out.
Farron. Farron, you're up, and then Finny's on deck, which doesn't really help. It's like, hey, Finny, you're on deck. Okay. What you doing?
She's gonna raise her right hand. Her red nails shine. You see the crackling of lightning coming from her nails, and she says, "Fuck!" Shoots lightning from her hand and sends a witch bolt right
Okay.
at him.
It crackles through the air. That's it to hit initially, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
If we can draw it back, we can keep it bottlenecked up in the door.
It's a
I have an
13.
idea for that.
13.
Yeah.
It kind of skitters and skips over its always rotating skin, unfortunately, and hits off here, breaking off some of the masonry.
Shit.
Okay.
And I will also back out of the way.
You want to go back into the
Yeah,
jail?
yeah.
Okay.
The rider.
How far? Squeeze past Gira.
I want to make, if that's the only entrance, I want people to be able to get through as well. So yeah, right
You could
there
go
would
there.
be perfect.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you just you button hook around swiftly. Finny's up next. This is actually a hard call for that character. He's a little too good, and because you guys don't know how fast it is yet.
Right.
How crazy is he gonna be? He's pretty crazy. Okay, so he doesn't see you, Gira, yet. So I guess you're next to him.
Yeah, I'm.
Tex, what do we do? Am I fighting it? Am I kick?
May the power of Gaia guide me, and I throw an entangle at him because it goes 90 feet and it's for 20 feet square radius.
Well, you guys are all. I mean, you're absolutely going to do that. He's actually moving. So Finny,
Gotta go for
Morgathi, and you are all moving at the same time. So,
shit.
but he's asking you for direction, basically.
She's busy casting.
Oh, I see.
I mean, you cannot answer him if you. That's a valid thing too. So you think
what
you're
did he
kind of
ask again?
What do we do? Are we fighting it?
Of course we're fucking fighting it.
Okay, so.
All right.
God, he asks the most ridiculous questions. Of course. What are we gonna do? Run the other way towards the fog?
So he leaps.
Oh boy.
He's in the water.
Gets on this side.
Well, so much for bottlenecking it. Well.
Oh, there goes Finny.
Actually, 15.
At least he moves quick. If there's anyone going, it should be him.
Chucks.
Okay.
That is a hit. Good. Chucks his dagger. Chucks one of his daggers at it. Hits it. And good. Okay. Then comes over here and squats down, and as his little bonus action, vanishes.
He hides.
Yep, because he has cunning action.
Second level rogue, man.
He's a roguey rogue.
Yep.
He's good at that.
That's.
And now,
Yeah.
actually, no, you were the last of them. Okay. Morg says, "What in blue blazes is going on over there?" And
Again, the dumbest questions. The dumbest questions.
he shoves
squeezes
past,
in, turns back around.
and he looks at this. Oh, this just won't do. This won't do at all. Radio Morbus.
Odd.
This action killed me.
Okay,
Thinking he's having a bad day.
that'll do it. So this intense, it's not the sickly, it's this intense ray of almost like deep emerald shoots out from his fingertips at it. And unlike the armor, this thing actually does have a frickin' body. That was good. Okay, you see a large portion of it seems to sicken and slough off. It still has quite a ways to go, but that was a chunk. 15, yeah. And
So can I throw a spell and then turn into my animal at the same one, or is those two separate actions?
you can throw a spell, and then you shape as a bonus action. So yes,
that's what I thought.
So
Okay.
actually, yeah.
Word.
No, it's pretty strong. And then it, I believe, has to make.
And then you still have
save.
movement if you want to move.
I'm not sure what he did.
Okay.
Orbs.
I know.
It doesn't. And Morg is kind of looking at it. It didn't take. So it shrug whatever effect it managed to shrug off just through sheer mass.
But it damaged him.
It did damage it, yeah. No, it was actually quite effective on it. Okay, now, Artexia, you call upon the power of Gaia. You see roots and such springing up over this thing.
Slow it down.
And we're done.
And it makes a strength save on immediately, I believe. Yeah, to see if it's entangled.
Yeah, strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling. Yeah.
Okay, and then if it fails, it has to take an action afterward, is I believe how that's worded.
Yeah. Every round it can make an action.
Yeah. Okay.
As a use an action, what?
What happens if it fails?
A creature restrained by the plants can be used as action to make a strength check against the spell.
And does that count as difficult terrain for it? Does it say anything about difficult terrain? I don't think so. Okay, all right.
Yes.
Where?
Is it?
Plants turn the ground in the area into difficult terrain.
Okay.
Okay, yep.
Okay. So as it's roiling forward, these vines and tree limbs, even, and just, I mean, they're sprouting out from everywhere. It's hitched up in it. And then its great bulk manages to overpower the vines.
Freaking knew it!
It still has not had a chance. And now is your bonus action.
I am turning into my dire wolf.
Okay.
I'm like, lose my ears.
They're wolf ears now.
It says my speed is 35, so I can hop. Or can I hop over by where Finny's hiding?
You could. Yeah.
Like this,
Yeah, you need all the different ears.
like a whole image.
Do you have wolf ears?
I will.
We're gonna have to
Okay.
get ears for
order them
every.
today.
That's amazing.
That would be great.
That
If you
is
just swap
amazing.
out headbands of ears.
I like this idea that like your scream transforms into this howl, kind of, you know.
Yes, that's what I was
Kenzie, is this good?
thinking. It's good.
Okay, all right. You have this muddy water that's just kicking up everywhere.
Get you a dire wolf mini.
Yeah, we do.
I'll have
Okay.
Albert buy one today.
You hear that, Albert? All right.
Albert!
So this thing snaps and crackles, and really,
But does it also pop?
it's trying.
We're trying. We're trying.
We're trying.
All right.
Trying to make it
I'm
pop.
gonna roll. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, crap.
And it's just shoving all of this water out. All of this stuff is
Are
just
her lights affected or anything?
in the way. Her lights get swallowed up inside of this thing's body, and now it's illuminated. And once it's illuminated, you can see all of these skeletons
inside.
and corpses and half-digested bodies just floating around in this thing, and inside there are eddies inside of its form as it sucks some of these pieces up and up to its surface, and you see it looks like it's almost trying to attach new material as it's taking this damage, and as
So is he healing
as
then,
its sort of first aid. I mean, it's gonna try. Okay,
Mother joy.
that's basically what it can do. Gira, you're up.
She's gonna get in there.
Okay, you shove past Morgathi, who is not his normal tactical self.
Yep.
So that's going to be 15. And what are you doing?
I mean, she's primarily melee. So
Okay, so you're getting up
we're
in this
gonna
thing's
get
face.
in and we're gonna get messy.
Yeah.
She's gonna try to survey like as it's turning. Is there any obvious arms, clubs, like things that it's gonna plan on hitting with? Which way is its face?
The problem with this thing is yes,
Okay.
because it's got so many heads floating around and faces that are just constantly rotating. You do catch though that it seems to be rotating in a certain direction.
Okay.
Now,
So can
like
she
it changes.
time that?
So you
to
might try.
hit
You might try to
something
time one of the
that
faces
might
as it
look
goes
like-
through.
Yeah.
Okay.
She'll go for a head.
Okay. So you close with it.
Yeah.
you want
like
this square?
maybe even like leap off the thing and like
Oof, and dive into it.
why not?
Okay. All right. Make your attack.
She do an attack.
All over the place today.
Okay. That is a 19.
Thunk. Your axe pierces through, just blasts through whatever that skin is. It has like a surface tension to it, which actually makes it quite tough. But you get through that and roll damage. I'm eating my stuff up here today, guys. There it is.
That
do
is
that
an
sometimes.
11.
Total.
No, 10. Sorry.
Okay. All right. You take a chunk. You still got plenty to go.
Can that be like, I know that she's right-handed, so it's kind of an odd thing, but and continue moving? Does she hit that midair, or does she kind of land on it and then hit? Or hit with the axe and land on it?
You have.
Where does
you
she
can.
land?
You could reposition yourself. Yeah. You have one more. You have one more movement. Do you want to be over here, or do you want to be here?
Yes.
Yes.
Here? Okay.
Yeah.
As you try to kind of work your way to its flank.
She would want to, kind of go
Okay.
behind it,
Okay.
flank
You're-
what
yeah.
the other people are doing.
You are still there, and we're at the top of the round, Durgan. That was very good that you delayed it for a round.
Word.
That was very good because it was going to get to attack something.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's gonna be one of us.
And its attacks are fatty. So
I like him.
I don't know. He looks pretty weak.
it's a weak creature. There's nothing going on here.
Okay. Well, in the interest of seeing if we can take this thing down ASAP.
Oh my.
Yes, pull out all the dice.
me, oh my.
So many dice.
Good moment.
All right. I move to where I can get a good clean shot of it at it,
Here.
if I must.
I mean, you can be here if you want.
That'll work.
Okay. It's not like you can. It's not like you can. Don't have a line of sight.
All right. And
What do you do?
he yells, "Stitterbolt" at it.
Okay. And like a hard white.
Yeah.
This is a hard white. Okay.
It's just a bolt. It's just a.
Go for it.
Come up. Yes.
Maybe. Okay, so that is 12, right?
Plus to hit. Plus to hit.
12 is what you got.
I rolled a 12.
Okay, so you have a +6 to hit, so that's an 18.
Yes.
Okay. It's a +6. Okay. Okay, that illuminates the whole thing in an almost unnatural way, that the light just pulses like it's drawing in your attention and drawing in your hits, because the next thing has an advantage on it. Roll damage. What was the damage?
21.
Okay.
21 damage?
Alrighty. Farron.
She's gonna
Make quick
Pop her.
work of it.
pop herself back out and fire her crossbow at this.
Okay. All right, go for it.
I guess.
Gosh darn,
you
it's only a
advantage.
13.
You do have an advantage because you're in the next attack.
Oh.
Because of the guiding bolt. 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd slide off its skin. There you go.
Good. 19.
Okay, so the bolt is about to slide off, and then you see the light blaze at a particular point, Caitlin, and it almost is like the light sucks the bolt into its body.
Nice.
I, even for a moment, am able to give Durgan a quick.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be 8.
8. Okay. Finny, since it's now focused on you. He'll even splash because he's trying to get it right. He's basically trying to get it exactly behind, but you have to get behind it. So he's going all out this round.
Flank. By the powers of flank.
By the powers of flank. Short sword connects.
Yes.
The power of flank compels you.
The power of flank compels you.
Still plus 1 die, 1 die or 2 die at 2 for.
Level 2, it's I think it's a 1d6.
I should know this. Sorry, guys.
I just wrote this down
How
yesterday
dare you.
on other character sheets I
No,
was
just
making.
I've had.
I think it only goes up to a 2d6.
So it's
at
still 1 die.
level
Yeah. Okay. So that's
3 or something. 1d6.
okay. He chunks into it, and then tries the follow-up stab. That also hits.
Yes. Come on, Finny.
Yeah.
Cut him
Follow-up
up.
step.
You only get the rogue damage once, but that's a pretty good. I mean, he jams the dagger into the hilt and rips up and takes some more flies out.
It's too bad he's only stabbing his weapon. That's what it looks like from here. It's just like,
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
It's like they're crazy.
Radio Marbus! Damn it!
Dang old thing.
That hits as well, so that same intense emerald ray pumps into
Oh, I know what spell he's doing.
what is it?
it. 6.
Toll the dead.
Be told.
More of it sloughs off. And that time you see the emerald energy start to spread, and you hear him say, "Yes!" As the thing undulates and quivers, and seems to be having some additional issues.
Yeah, we love issues.
Okay.
Give him issues.
Alexia, you're up.
B12. Num num num.
So,
Come on, Wolf.
as the dire wolf, am I still able? Because she went and looked for the heads
Make
and
an Arcana
whatnot.
check.
Am I still able to look and see? So she went for one of the heads, right?
Yeah, the head.
But it wasn't-
You obliterated that head, by the way. That was
Sweet.
for that much damage.
Was that the main head?
It has like half a dozen heads.
Right.
around. Yeah.
Is it possible for me to look at it and see if one of them seems to be not moving? And,
Ooh.
and then that could maybe
You'd have to stick your head into it, because you see one head.
So if I
kinda
go
bobbing.
for a bite,
Yeah, you'd have to like shove your snout into it and try to rip the head, because there's
gonna be
one head that's
tasty.
like floating in the center.
Okay,
That's
I
kinda
want to
bobbing
go.
and
I'm
watching.
going for that one.
Okay, all right.
And I'm gonna run at it. Take
Okay.
It says 2d6.
First you have to make your attack roll.
Just the taste. This is
You
gonna
get pack.
I
You
know.
get pack tactics
I'm like-
because your friends are already attacking,
Oh,
so you get
that's
to roll.
right.
You get to roll 2 and take the better.
That's right. Oh. 19 and
that definitely hits.
19.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, you dive into it.
definitely.
Roll
Definitely
damage,
hits
but hun.
The damage is 2d6, right?
2d6 plus 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
This one.
Man.
We're gonna do panda. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Panda, don't let me down. I'm also an animal like you. Don't do it. 4 and a 2. That's not great. All right, plus 3.
It's not bad.
So
It's not bad.
9.
Okay.
So
And then the bite is plus 5. It says.
I know to hit.
Oh,
That's
to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Its bulk is great enough that it resists like you're
strength.
like you're trying like you're yeah that's why it's plus 3. So you're trying to like tear the thing out, and you can feel the insides of it can gel and protect the head, but you're basically like you're burrowing into it now. Your whole world is just devolved into this viscous grotesquerie, but you're so savage right now, you're like almost berserk with the need to kill this thing, like in a killing
So
frenzy.
if I'm missing it, can I use the rest of my movement to just like shove my body through to go to the other side of him?
You and this thing are very intimate right now. Okay.
So I can't go through him, is what I just heard.
No, it's too thick. Too thick.
Yeah. He likes it.
Finney's actually done the most damage to this thing, believe it or not.
That was hilarious.
Because he got the 2 attacks in,
bruh.
and he got the plus for the
Wow, he did more than 21.
yeah between the 2 attacks.
Oh.
Because he gets the rogue
Good.
bonus.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't sure whether to use that last spell on that or not, but
That, however, is not good. Okay.
put it down as fast as possible.
That is not the best.
Oh, we're not gonna go down that easy.
Okay. Yep. Now we're rolling. Okay. So the first there's a flood of sinew, and many arms extend out. They engulf Finney. They begin to crush and squeeze him. Another tranche flops over from the other side unnaturally and just rotates through and lands on him.
Got his attention. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then he gets sucked inside of this thing.
Finny, no! You can't breathe in there.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
And you see him as this probably like a ton and a half of pressure just slam into his side. You see his body rocks, the short sword, the dagger go from limp hands, and you see the substance of the blob starting to jam down his throat.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
Okay. Now you're up.
Can I catch Finney?
He's inside it now.
He's inside it? Oh,
He's
she's
in
pissed
it.
now.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
It's beginning to eat him.
Nope.
His legs are being digested.
Right. She's if there's any possibility that she could cut close enough to try to cut him out,
Okay.
Because we can
or
see
whatever's holding him, it would be that kind of.
Okay, go for it.
mindset.
Cut him out. Cut him
Go for
out.
it.
Ironically, it's illuminated from the inside.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because it currently has.
Like a lava lamp.
It's like a
This is
lava.
what.
Oh, that's an 11.
Okay, it slides off your attack. What else? Is that it?
That's what I got.
You got a
Okay.
action surge.
I have attack. I
want an
do
action
have
surge?
action surge. So yes.
Okay. As your boon companion's life hangs in the balance.
Yep.
Because he's below 0, folks.
Better time to surge.
The world
I'm gonna go
begins
with the
to
angry
slow
die.
down, and you skip a frame and you attack again. Go for it.
Skip a frame. There's a glitch in the matrix. Yes.
That's better.
That's much better. That is going to be a 22.
Okay, you cleave into it. Roll damage as you're fighting.
Take that.
fighting to save
Angry
it.
dice. Get the angry dice in.
So that'd be a cool cat.
Yes.
Angry dice are ready to play.
That is going to be a 9.
Okay. This thing finally is showing signs of true wear and tear. Durgan, you're up.
Man, can I try to heal Finny?
He is restrained, blinded, deafened. Potentially, yeah.
I'm gonna do what I did earlier with the divine preserve life.
Okay. Does that you can do that twice a day?
I can currently do that, I think once, or maybe it is.
Oh, but you didn't use it last time
didn't use
because
it
he
last
actually no, you're still primed and he's within 30. I believe it's 30 feet. So okay. So we know what that looks like narratively. There's that snap. You pull and as the power of the Morning Lord revives him. What a nightmare, guys, to wake up inside of this thing with it eating you from the inside out as the slime goes down your throat. It's horrifying.
Not fun.
Okay, he is back up to half. And there's no roll on that, right?
No.
You just do it and
It's just he gets back 10.
10, okay. Boop. And Farron, you're up.
All right, she, having seen him swallow her buddy, she said, "This better work this time." And you see the lightning crackle again.
Move me closer
So
I can get into
okay.
the fray with it if needed.
She's gonna try and send her witch bolt again.
Okay, go for it.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
God, Caitlin. Okay.
Why?
All right, it skitters off and smashes into the ceiling. More of this decayed masonry raining down and punctuating the grisly tableau that's unfolding here.
Out of a beach.
Okay, Finney's struggling, kicking, fighting. Doesn't seem
Screaming, crying, throwing.
doesn't seem to be able to do much other than try to cough really hard and get it out of himself, and is retching in there and is kicking. But his little halfling body's just being floated around in there with no leverage.
Man. Okay.
Okay. Let him go! You hear Morgathi scream. Yet one more of these emerald rays lances forward. What did you get on that Arcana check? Okay,
11.
11. Okay, so yeah, you're still not sure.
Okay, this die is done. Goodbye.
16.
Sick of your shit.
This one drives deep into it. You see more of it slough off. And Artexia, you're up. You're attacking it, I assume. Okay, you're burrowing for the head. Go.
All right.
Avoid it.
Am I doing these first?
Die 20, yeah. Yeah, do 2 die 20. Absolutely.
Don't let me down. No, get away from me. We're not doing that. 17, okay.
Okay, damage.
Damage. Lots of it.
All right.
Put some pepper.
All right.
2 die 6.
Hurt it badly.
Yes. 5 and 1.
5
Damn
and
it, plus
1.
3.
Okay, yep.
9 again.
Yep.
Gosh darn it.
9 is something.
All right.
9 is more than
Man,
0.
that's tough. Holy cow. Okay.
And you see Finney. You see Finney begin to be dissolved inside of it.
Oh, he's being digestified.
And he's he passes out once more from it. And his struggles cease, and you begin to see halfling blood joining the rest of the puddle as he's melting inside of it. And it lashes out.
Oh my god, it's gonna kill him.
It lashes out, and it begins to try to engulf the dire wolf. It slams into you, Artexia, in your wolf form, and it gets you for 15 points of damage.
And I have 37.
Yes, you're still good. You're still fighting and thrashing him off. Gira.
Gira is gonna drop the shield.
I was waiting for that.
Dropping the shield.
Yep.
And she's gonna pull out that silver short sword that Finney gave her.
Okay.
So she's dual wielding now.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Go.
Okay.
Kira is pissed.
Yeah. No. It's all offense now.
Let my
Okay.
friend go.
Okay.
So that is going to be main attack with the battle axe. It's a dirty 20 to hit,
Okay. Go ahead.
which is.
Go ahead and roll both. Go ahead and roll both the
Oh, okay.
attacks.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll come back to you. And that is
Looks
a
good.
15
That looks good. Okay.
with the short.
Okay. Yeah. Both of those.
Scissor him.
Oh my gosh.
That is max damage with the short sword.
Come on.
Nice.
A 9. And then a 9 with the battle axe.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, 9 with the battle axe. So
Okay.
18 total.
I don't think you get the plus on the offhand, but in any event,
You are correct.
yeah. Shink shink. You
So
see
15.
Finney's eyes meet yours, and he tells you, "I'm sorry." As he's dissolving away in front of your eyes, you see some of the bones begin. And then as you strike these two mighty blows, Gara, the whole thing pops, floods, gushes out, and there's blob remains everywhere.
And we're looking for Finny.
Oh my god.
Where's Finny?
And that, friends, is where we pause the tale.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Okay.
My
Well,
goodness.
Casual. I feel calm.
as you said, you were
Dropping
led to a
weapons.
better place. Nothing bad happened.
Finny?
Everything was fine.
We walked right out.
Well, faraway friends, mood of the room is interesting. We will. We are
I'm fine.
Yeah, we're fine. Very good. It's fine.
Heart rate
That's
normal.
very much looking forward to next session, seeing what the fate of everyone is. Thank you so much for the gift of your time and your care. We appreciate it immensely. Take care of yourselves, each other's, and stay curious out there.
Let's go cry.
Relay.
Bye.